What's up, rugby fans? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, you've just landed in the absolute best place for all things Springboks rugby. Before we dive into today's massive story about Rassie Erasmus and his game plan against France, make sure you smash that subscribe button right now. Seriously, hit it! We bring you the latest news, the hottest takes, and insider information about South African rugby that you won't find anywhere else. And while you're at it, crush that like button too, because it genuinely helps us grow this community of passionate rugby supporters. Don't forget to share this video with your rugby-loving friends, family, and that one mate who still thinks they know more about rugby than Rassie Erasmus. Trust me, after watching this video, you'll have all the ammunition you need to win any rugby debate. Ring that notification bell as well so you never miss an update, because we're dropping content regularly and you don't want to be left behind when the next big story breaks. Right, let's get into it. Rassie Erasmus has never been one to shy away from the spotlight, and his latest revelations about the upcoming clash against France have sent shockwaves through the international rugby community. The Springboks director of rugby, known for his tactical brilliance and sometimes controversial approach to the game, has opened up about the strategies he believes will be absolutely crucial if South Africa is to emerge victorious against one of the most formidable opponents in world rugby. Speaking with characteristic intensity and unwavering confidence, Erasmus made it crystal clear that this is not just another test match. This is a must-win situation, and he's prepared to pull out every trick in the book to ensure the Springboks come out on top. The French national team has been in extraordinary form, showcasing a brand of rugby that combines traditional forward dominance with an exciting, expansive backline game that has torn apart defenses across the globe. They're physical, they're fast, and they're fearless, but Erasmus isn't intimidated in the slightest. In fact, he seems almost energized by the challenge, speaking about France with a mixture of respect and the kind of competitive fire that has defined his entire coaching career. He's identified specific areas where he believes South Africa can exploit weaknesses, and he's not holding back in his assessment of what needs to happen on the field. One of the primary tactics Erasmus emphasized revolves around the Springboks' traditional strength in the set piece. The scrum and line-out have long been weapons in South Africa's arsenal, and Erasmus plans to use them as platforms to dominate possession and territory. He spoke extensively about the importance of winning the physical battle up front, explaining that if the Springboks can establish superiority in the scrum, they'll put enormous pressure on the French pack and force them into making mistakes. The Springboks forwards, led by their world-class front row and athletic locks, will be tasked with making every scrum a statement of intent. Erasmus knows that France has powerful forwards of their own, but he believes the South African pack has the edge in terms of raw power and technical expertise. The line-out strategy is equally crucial in Erasmus's game plan. He's been working meticulously with his jumpers and throwers to ensure that South Africa can secure clean ball from their own line-out while simultaneously disrupting France's possession. The ability to steal French line-out ball could prove to be a game-changer, and Erasmus has clearly identified this as an area where South Africa can gain a significant advantage. He mentioned the importance of variety in the line-out calls, using quick throws, short line-outs, and traditional set pieces to keep the French guessing and prevent them from establishing any kind of defensive rhythm. But Erasmus isn't just focusing on forward play. He's been vocal about the need for the Springboks backline to step up and deliver when opportunities arise. The tactical kicking game will be absolutely vital, and Erasmus has emphasized the importance of his fly half and fullback working in perfect harmony to pin France back in their own territory. The aerial battle is something Erasmus keeps coming back to in his tactical discussions. He wants his back three to dominate the air, winning every contestable kick and putting pressure on French catchers. This territorial game has been a hallmark of successful Springboks teams for decades, and Erasmus is adamant that it will be the foundation upon which victory is built. What's particularly fascinating about Erasmus's approach is his acknowledgement of France's attacking threats and his plans to neutralize them. The French have backs who can score from anywhere on the field, with pace, power, and creativity in abundance. Erasmus spoke about the defensive system he's implementing, which requires absolute discipline and communication across all 15 players. He's drilling into his team the importance of not giving France any soft opportunities, no quick lineouts, no easy overlaps, no missed tackles in crucial areas. Every Springboks player will need to be defensively sound for the full 80 minutes, and Erasmus has made it clear that lapses in concentration will not be tolerated. The breakdown is another area where Erasmus expects the game to be won or lost. He's identified the ruck as a critical battleground where South Africa must be aggressive, intelligent, and relentless. The Springboks loose forwards will have massive responsibility in slowing down French ball, competing for turnovers, and ensuring that when South Africa has possession, they maintain quick, clean ball for their backs to attack with. Erasmus has been studying French tendencies at the breakdown extensively, looking for patterns and weaknesses that his team can exploit. He's confident that with the right approach, the Springboks can frustrate France and force them into errors. Erasmus also touched on the mental aspect of the game, which he considers just as important as any physical or tactical element. He spoke passionately about the Springboks' winning mentality, the pride in the jersey, and the expectations that come with representing South Africa on the international stage. He's been working with his players to ensure they understand the magnitude of the occasion while not being overwhelmed by it. Confidence without arrogance, intensity without recklessness. These are the psychological balances Erasmus is striving to achieve within his squad. He wants his players to walk onto the field believing they're going to win, but also respecting the challenge that France presents. The selection of the squad itself reveals much about Erasmus's tactical thinking. He's chosen a blend of experience and youth, power and pace, ensuring that South Africa has options across the board. The bench, which has become known as the bomb squad in recent years, will play a pivotal role in Erasmus's strategy. He plans to use his replacements to maintain intensity throughout the entire match, ensuring that South Africa finishes stronger than France. This approach has worked brilliantly for the Springboks in previous campaigns, and Erasmus is confident it will be equally effective against the French. What makes Erasmus such a compelling figure is his willingness to be honest and direct about his intentions. While many coaches speak in cliches and refuse to reveal their strategies, Erasmus takes a different approach. He backs his team's ability to execute the game plan regardless of whether opponents know what's coming. It's a bold stance, but it speaks to his confidence in the Springboks' fundamental strengths. He genuinely believes that if South Africa plays to their potential in the areas he's identified, France won't be able to stop them. The pressure on Erasmus and his team is immense. South African rugby fans have incredibly high expectations, and anything less than victory against a major opponent like France is considered unacceptable. Erasmus understands this pressure intimately, and rather than shying away from it, he embraces it. He's made it clear that he must win this game, not just for his own reputation, but for South African rugby as a whole. This kind of accountability and transparency is refreshing in modern sport, where coaches often try to manage expectations and create excuses before matches even begin. As the match approaches, the rugby world is watching with intense interest to see whether Erasmus's tactics will prove successful. France represents a significant challenge, perhaps one of the toughest South Africa will face this season. But if there's one thing we know about Rassie Erasmus, it's that he thrives under pressure and has an uncanny ability to get the best out of his players when it matters most. The tactics he's outlined are comprehensive, intelligent, and perfectly suited to the Springboks' strengths while addressing France's threats. So there you have it. Rugby fans, a complete breakdown of Rassie Erasmus's tactical master plan for defeating France. This is going to be an absolutely epic encounter, and you can bet that Erasmus and his Springboks will leave everything on the field in pursuit of victory. What do you think about Rassie's approach? Do you believe the Springboks have what it takes to execute this game plan? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I love reading your opinions and predictions. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, smash that like button, and share this video with everyone who loves rugby. Stay tuned for more updates as we continue to follow the Springboks journey.